is it? Sorry. Okay, so let's go to number 7. So this one is to do with textures. Let's have a look at what we're trying to achieve. Rendering texture. So again, let's have a look at what the source code is doing and what we're introducing in this particular lesson. Look at that lovely lag. All right. Close this window. So I call it textures.nim. So let's create something called texture.nim. All right, without the S. Again, let's do the same thing. Let's just copy this file and paste it in this empty one. And let's have a look at the differences and go ahead and read the code. All right, so let's just go from the top again. Again, you can see that we use this particular library, deal with different file types. And same screen dimensions. I'm going to use the window pointer, grender, which is now the render pointer. So that's different. Render pointer, and then texture pointer. We have load texture now, which is new. In the initialization, we will use the set hint. So I'm going to also copy and paste from what I looked up before, though I believe, hang on, initialize, and the first thing it does is it uses the set texture filtering to linear. So I think it is set hint, and this is like the quality of 1. I think that's how you do it, or not. What is it complaining about? This card. Alright, then we create window, and then we create the renderer. Alright. Renderer accelerated. Okay, so that will create the renderer. Okay. And then the next thing we want to do is initialize renderer color. Set draw color, grenderer, and this will be I think this is like uint 8255. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Set color, then we initialize PNG loading as we do, and then we end. So there's no need for that. Okay, surface window. All right, so that's the initialization. Next thing, load media. So this is actually a load texture now. And this returns a texture pointer. I'll deal with that later. So load media, we called load texture of the texture.png. Okay, and this is a G texture. It's on line 95. So then if we go to the next one, so that should be done. If we go to close, we can firstly destroy G texture, and then destroy G renderer, destroy G window, and then we quit. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. And now finally we go back to load texture, which I have here. So the final texture is new texture, so we want a texture pointer, so we can ignore that line for now. We want the loaded surface, which we have here. Again, this is just the load of the image path, and when this is done, we want the result to be the, what's this, create texture from surface, right? From surface. And arguments of this is gRenderer and the loaded surface. Okay. And then once that is done, we want to free the surface. Loaded surface. Okay. That's how we load the texture. Once you've done that, I think that's it. We can go straight to the main loop and we can figure out how to pull this all together. So the first thing we do in the main events loop, or main run game loop, is we want to clear the renderer, clear screen. And we want to render the texture to screen. Copy gRenderer, gTexture, nil and nil. Finally update the screen. I think this is present. Close and discard. So what's these red things here? So render clear and render copy don't exist. I'm just going to cheat and have a look at what the actual thing is. So is this present and copy? Copy, and this is probably this clear. Okay. Now let's try running this and hopefully everything works fine. And it looks like it's worked correctly. Let's so I've got it 6. So let's make sure I didn't cheat. It should be called number 7 now. There we go, tutorial 7. So there we have it. That's how we can also do